Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Pat. You're listening to Dr. Pat Show on Transformation Talk Radio, transformationradio.fm. I can't even begin to describe, the feelings. Words cannot adequately explain the just absolute heartbreak. The many people in Orlando, people around the world, echoing the halls of sadness and despair. So I decided not to do the show that was regularly scheduled today. But there is a message that I wanted to share. And it's a message that I happened to grow up with. And it was the message of perseverance. How when everything around you seems to be falling apart, we are a great people. We can pull from us a belief. We can pull from us a level of together and heartfelt oneness, unlike anything we've ever seen. How do we know that? We've seen it happen. So today what I'd like to do is share something that I recorded several months ago. Had no idea that I would be playing it today. And so please sit back. It will probably take most of the rest of the show. Open your hearts. Open your eyes. And hopefully rise above. Hi, this is Dr. Pat. I've given a lot of thought to certain things in my life recently. I think there are people that cross our path in life. Maybe some of us get to know them rather well. Maybe others not so close up and personal. But if we take a moment to step back, if we take a moment to really open our hearts, what we'll discover is that these individuals touch us in a way that's hard to describe, but we are forever, ever changed. This poem has become, for me, symbolic in what it means to rise up, what it means to live a life that truly others can reference, point to. On the radio, I've probably interviewed over 8,000 people, have read as many books, and never quite heard a message as powerful as this one. Parts of it are even difficult for me to read, but I wanted to share this. Because in the day and age when you turn on a television set and our leaders are less than respectful to each other, or you might give up hope because the economy may not be going in the direction we want it to go, or you're trying to figure out how to take care of your health and your wellness, not quite sure. In the 13 years I've been doing positive talk radio, I've never quite had a message that I wanted to deliver as much as the one today. In the face of adversity, as we open our hearts and we reach out to those that are no longer with us, those that understand what it means to rise up, to believe in something, those of us that are left behind, to pass on the torch of love, the torch of acceptance. It was wonderful that I grew up with a mom who taught me about perseverance, taught me in many, many ways. But she also taught me with something that I never did forget, is that we are a great people. We are a people that can honor each other. We are a people that respects each other. We are a people that understands that when all is said and done, coming together and looking for our common ground is so far greater than pointing out our differences. Today I'd like to share this poem with you. It's a poem that I've had for quite some time now. It's come to have special meaning for me. It was given to me by a gentleman that wrote it. I'll mention his name as Naresh. Today this message is beyond anything that I could ever imagine that I'd have to share with all of you today, but it has come to mean something very, very special. The disease of hate cannot be cured by spreading the illness. I hope that all of us can find a way to put our hatred aside, to open up our hearts, and to speak the words of real change. Change that honors everyone, everyone. There is a message. There's a message that goes beyond hope. And I want to share it with all of you. Perseverance. When the veil of darkness has draped itself around your life and concealed the tears of your pain and despair, when the destiny you had envisaged has all but faded like water amongst the golden sands of the desert, when you stand alone in your hour of adversity and need and no one is willing to stand beside you, when the battles within your life are on the verge of defeat and ruin, when you are exiled within your own mind and your heart is empty and is merely watered by the tears of your agonized and anguished soul, when you feel like a bird caged behind bars which once flew high above snow-capped mountains, free and unhindered, and now reach out to touch the essence of your dreams, when tears and sorrow have embraced your soul, and the temples of your dreams lie in ashes like the ruins of ancient age gone by, and there are no traces of your footsteps in the valley of your dreams. When the haunting silence of the darkness hangs like a shadow within the depths of your heart, when you cling like a child to the dreams of yesterday, when the light of dawn refuses to appear, the sun refuses to shine, when each day has become an eternal struggle to survive, when there is no light amongst the darkness within your existence, and when your wounds cry out to be healed, when fear has held courage ransom, and your soul stands in solitude and loneliness, choking its tears of isolation under a moon which no longer smiles, no longer yearns to gaze at its children, the stars, when all those around you have betrayed you, when love has left your heart and refuses to return, and when you no longer believe in yourself, when pain and grief are your constant companions, when there is no vision within the mist of your agony, no one is willing to listen to and understand you, when peace seems to be in a distant world, when life no longer has the belief to run within your veins, when you have become a fugitive within your own mind and shackled like a slave within your own insanity. Refuse, I say, with every last drop of sacred blood within your bruised and battered body. Refuse to surrender your soul to the pains of your existence. You must believe in yourself. Even if all those around you doubt you and doubt in your ability to rise from within the insanity in which your life now finds itself, and stand tall against the obstacles and the challenges within your life. To do this, and you will conquer all that you believe cannot be conquered, and all that which you believe you had lost within your life. For it is from those darkest hours of our lives, from the depths of our despair and in our greatest hour of adversity, that we find an inner strength, that we find an inner courage, that we find an inner meaning so vast that it enables us to rise from our knees and stand tall and fight that which has made us weak. Just as water runs from a stream, as the oak tree stands strong and upright, as snow, the softest and most peaceful of nature's elements, covers the most fierce of mountains and tames its anger, portraying it merely as a pawn within the hands of nature. So new life and meaning will emerge from your inner, deepest source, soul, life force. Do not at any cost surrender your life to the weakness within your life. Do not surrender your life to the mediocre thoughts of others. Do not surrender the belief you hold in yourself and in your abilities. Do not surrender the dreams that you have worked so hard to hold within the palms of your hands. For what right do others have to judge another's dreams? For they have not walked a mile in your shoes. There are no limits to your courage and determination, none. The only limitations are those that we place upon ourselves. Our thoughts make the world what we want it to be. So mold your thought into a weapon of immense power, a weapon of immense empowerment. Let's wipe away the tears from your heart. Wipe away the tears from your heart and let your life be brushed by the fingertips of your immortal soul. Breathe deep. Breathe deep with purpose and a deep-held conviction. There is an inner strength and an inner peace within us all. An inner peace which the world cannot penetrate, and the hypocrisy and ignorance of the human mind cannot poison. Embrace with me, embrace that inner source of strength, and you will become fearless, and the obstacles within your life will seem insignificant. You must be undisturbed and stern in your resolve. The resolve that you are a creature so versatile and resilient that you cannot be defeated. And you must hold firm in that conviction that you will not be defeated. You are a creature of the boundless beauty and perseverance. You are a creature which can and which will endure. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. Nothing. There is nothing that you do not have the ability to overcome within your life. Nothing. Harness the power of your mind, for it is your greatest barrier. Harness the energy of your soul, for it is the greatest gift. You are an individual of immense courage within the battlefield of life, and there is no greater battle than that which will be fought with your own life. You must not, despite the pain, despite the despair, despite the grief, despite the intensity, despite the loneliness within your life, you must not surrender the very essence of your dignity and hope to the enemy which hovers around you in pursuit of conquering both your mind and your soul and your very essence. I do not believe in defeat. I do not believe in defeat because defeat does not believe in me. I do not believe. I do not believe in fear, for I am fearless. I do not believe in pain. I do not believe in pain, for I find strength in the weaknesses of my enemies. Within the midst of your despair and in the obstacles and the challenges that life presents before you, be calm and peaceful. Calm and peaceful. Calm and peaceful. An angry and misguided mind will make decisions and judgments based on haste, based on anger, which in the long run will continue to merely add to your suffering. Whereas the peaceful mind, that peaceful mind within, that moment of insanity will have the ability to bring forth a clear, a reasoned judgment and solution and awareness to face the challenges at hand. Hear me when I say this. No one owns you, so you have not lost anything. Only you can give away or surrender all that you hold to the challenges within your life. Control your mind. Honor your mind. Love your mind from its aimless wandering within your own insanity. Thank it to think positively and with purpose. Love it to think positively and with purpose. And once you have conquered your mind, you will also introduce yourself to an inner peace which will bring meaning and a freedom to both your life and your thought and your soul. Do not kneel before anyone, for your knees were not made for such purposes. They were made for the purpose of enabling you to stand upright, tall. Be like that elephant which once upright will not easily be brought to its knees. Adapt your mind, adapt your thinking, adapt your actions, adapt your life to the challenges which have surrounded your existence. Adapt in deep gratitude to the journey of the soul. You and you alone hold the foundations of your dreams and your destiny. You hold them in the way you approach the challenges and the obstacles within your life. Do not falter in the face of adversity. Rise to the challenge, however difficult it may be. For your difficulties will only be difficult if you believe them to be difficult. How can you, how can I, how can we fear that which we have never challenged? How can I fear that which I have never challenged? Endure and challenge the pains of your existence. Endure and challenge the pains of your existence, for freedom. Freedom will wait for you, and it will eventually embrace you. A loving embrace, a powerful embrace, an eternal embrace. In defeating the challenges within your life, continue to be a great person, a grateful person, a person of immense possibilities. Do not become like your enemies, for to do so will deprive your soul of the peace it desires, deprive your soul of the enormous, limitless possibilities. You must be like the seasons of the year, ever changing, ever adapting, ever growing, ever challenging. Nature is always in constant change. The old give way to the new. And this is the course of life. Yet within this existence, life continues, it evolves and continues to grow despite its pains. Your time has not yet come. Your time has not yet come to let nature embrace you in its totality. So go forth in the wilderness of your life and reclaim that which Mother Nature granted you at birth. The right to dream, the right to live, and the right to be who you want to be. Let nature embrace your soul on your soul's journey to honor the person who you are, the person who you will become. Let life give you the gift of gratitude in others and the power and the perseverance for more than you can imagine. Challenge with the might of your mind, the courage of your soul, and your inner strength all the barriers, challenge them all, that your existence places at the gates of your destiny. If you don't risk anything, you risk even more. For within the midst of our suffering, there is meaning. There is purpose. There is the ripple effect of love, of courage, of perseverance, of hope, and of eternity. As Carl Jung once commented, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. I want to thank you all. Thank you so much for all that you do and all that you are. Today, I did something that I hadn't done in 13 years of doing the show. And that is, calling for all of us to come together. And one of the things I've known in my lifetime is that the disease of hate cannot be cured by spreading the illness. So if you would join me, and boy, this is new to me, the entire way to do this, but if you join me and you take a look at what we're doing on Transformation Talk Radio in our social media, that today what we can do together is that we can stop hate. We can stop hatred, and we can stop hatred now. So I hope that you will join us here and come together so that we can stop hatred now. And the way that I'm asking all of us to do that is by sharing your messages of hope, by sharing your messages of prayer, by healing in a way that we have yet to see our leaders do. Can we come together? We are a great, great people. We have overcome so very much. Can we come together now? Can we come together to stop hatred now? Not by spreading the illness, but by choosing something else. Love, compassion, oneness, togetherness, beyond tolerance. That place that we can go, that field where we come together, all of us, in unity, that demonstrates to the world that we are a great people. We are a people that come together. It doesn't matter what the color of our skin is. It doesn't matter what our religious practice is. It doesn't matter who we love. We can come together, not tomorrow, but today. So you're going to hear more from us about this, and I never get this right, Benny. I think it's a hashtag Stop Hatred Now, and I think it's a hashtag Stop Hate 2016. But most importantly, we want us to pray. So check it out, and please, let's share the prayers together. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. We'll see you next time.
preceding audio was via a Skype call.